Let us look at the teams who have been sent home early from the IPL this year. This is the Exit Interview Show. We will use our trusty team map method to just have a look at how good and bad these teams actually were, and try and work out what they might need to do to make it better next year. If this is your first time watching one of my team map episodes, let me just try and show this for you. These are all the different teams. If we take away RCB and the Royals here and we just leave KKR, you can see that when we combine them all together, what you really want is on the right here, this is where the bowling is. You want that to be inside the green line. On the left here, this is where the batting is. You want that to be outside of the green line. Spoiler alert, KKR don't do particularly well in these metrics. But it's not them we're starting with. Let's go over first to our friends, the Rajasthan Royals. When you look at this overall, it actually looks like a team that should be in the finals. With the ball, they're really quite frugal up top. And then from then on, they're not that terrible. They're also not incredible either. They do struggle to take wickets at the death, but you can see that it isn't really meaning that they're going for that many extra runs. In fact, overall, having a look at this, I have them as basically a par bowling team. Now, of course, that would be terrible if their batting didn't hold up, but I think you can see here their batting more than holds up as well. Look at them in the power play, just destroying fools out here with the batting average and also with the economy. And even better, it wasn't just Buttler on his own this time. So that is even more awesome for them because that means it's more repeatable. Weirdly, they do lose a few wickets here in the middle, but their run rate overall isn't bothered too much by that. And then at the end, they smash the ball everywhere. They've got a really good economy and they never go out. So because of that, there might be a slight regression here if they, actually lose a normal amount of wickets next season. However, all of this looks pretty good to me. They still feel a middle order player short, looking at kind of everything here, and they would love to have Prashid Krishna, Jason Holder or Sandeep Sharma to take wickets again, probably at least two of them. I think one of the bigger problems here is there isn't that much obvious to fix. They have a very solid team, it's just not always the most exciting if Buttler is not being Buttler. They obviously still need a better all-rounder. Rian Parag is not working for them with bat or ball. Ashwin and Holder should combine for that, but Holder couldn't keep his place on his bowling, and Ashwin just didn't make any runs this season. I'd think that Holder would take more wickets next year, and maybe this helps. But if they are a par bowling team and a plus batting team, they should be in the finals, or at least better than a 500 record. The real difference was that when Buttler lost steam, even Jaiswal couldn't save them. I'm not actually sure how you fix that. Now we'll go on to RCB. Honestly, it blows my mind that you could be this good in the power play with the bat and ball and not be better than a 500 team. But let's start with the ball. They take wickets here at a ratio that, should be illegal. And they did that without Josh Hazlewood as well. So straight after they're in the middle and they're not taking runs or slowing anyone down. Obviously, Hasaranga carried that section last year, and this year he averaged 70. Harshal also struggles to take wickets in that period where he averaged nearly 50. This is tough because the chances of both of them losing it at the same time is not an easy one to predict or work out whether it will happen again. It also spilled over to the death. Even as they took wickets, they couldn't actually slow anyone down. So that start where they were just absolutely incredible was almost completely wasted. But it would be hard to look at all of this and not say that the middle is their biggest issue. Especially when you think there's no way they're going to have another power play as good as this. When you go over to their batting, well, hello. Their top order doesn't go out and scores very quickly. However, it doesn't really translate to anything throughout the rest of the innings. In the middle, they're okay, but at the death, it's really, really poor. They essentially need their top order to still be there, and that really works as a theory. Kartik didn't make any runs, and Lomrol was slow. DK is getting old. Lomrol is probably not the answer. And here we are again. Not having Patidar was also a big issue here. And here we are again. RCB don't have an all-rounder who can hit, so that's kind of old school vibes. One thing I would like to mention is that they lost 3 games from a pretty good position. Even one of those might have been enough to, get them in the playoffs. Now let's go from them and head over to KKR. You already got a sneak peek at this, but oh boy, where do we start? This is a horrible bowling area all the way around. There's just nothing good when it comes to bowling. They're bad at the start in wickets and economy. They are par in the middle, but that should be their strength, so I'd almost say that they're still negative there, and they are very, very ordinary at the end. Narayan just had a year when he went for the most runs he ever has, just a hair under 8 and over, and he was their best bowler when it came to economy. Chakravarti was their best bowler altogether. And outside of that, Surya Sharma was okay. So it wasn't their spin, although none were great. And they still definitely should have done better with these guys in the middle doing this well. But seam, that was their problem. Shardul Thakur continues to get humped everywhere in the IPL. Russell was actually even more expensive again, but sadly didn't take up the wickets he often does to make up for it. Lockie got smashed, Southee too, and Umesh Yadav was knocked out of the starting 11. It was truly awful stuff. And now let's look at their batting. Well, their opening partnership was a conveyor belt of pain. This is a truly terrible situation. And Nitish Rana and late year Jason Roy actually made it better than it should have been. From there, they are marginally above par in the middle. And then at the depth, you can see they're just a little bit below par there as well. So if you are paying attention, that means I have them as a plus, and a small one at that, only in the middle overs when they bat. They're either par or negative for the rest of the match. That is brutal. Shardul Thakur, Andre Russell and Sunil Narine cannot play together. A Pete Narine and Dre Russ partnership could certainly carry Shardul Thakur, but they are now both very damaged players. Russell's econ has been a problem since, well, a long time now. His knees are gone, and usually he takes big hauls of wickets. This year he bowled only an over a game, and when he did so, he took a normal amount of wickets, but which is still well below average for someone who's going at almost 2 runs a ball. Sunil Narine's batting is pretty much done at this level. He has 154 runs in the last 3 seasons from only 30 innings, meaning he is worth 5.5 runs a knock. Something kind of cute about him regressing to his original tail-ender form. The truth is that these two are no longer all-rounders. Anything KKR does from here needs to reflect that change. If you want Dre Russ for his batting and Narine for his bowling, then you need to rebuild around that. If not, the rebuild is just getting off them. And neither of these are easy decisions to make mid-cycle. That's the end of the first round of the exit interviews. We actually had 3 more teams who did even worse than this lot. So if you're enjoying what we're doing, please like, subscribe, press the little bell icon thing. All those sorts of things help. And if you've got notes on what you think should be in the next episode, or even notes on this one, chuck as many of them in the comments as you can.